Good evening. Today we are going to demonstrate infection control practice in intensive care unit. There are 5 aspects for intensive care unit, how to prevent the infections. Very important for the work is to reduce the infection control in critical care patients area. So today we are going to demonstrate 5 movements of hand hygiene, how to practice, how to reduce the infection in admitted ICU patients. So first one is before touching the patients, and second one after touching the patients, third one before doing any procedure to the patients, and fourth one after doing the procedure from the patients, fifth one handling of body fluid from the patient's body. There are 5 movements of hand wash we are going to do the patients to reduce the infections. So now the nursing officer will demonstrate how to do the hand hygiene in patient side, then each step she will be show how to do. And this is chlorhexidine gluconate, that is the anti-disinfect solutions. This solution is we can take for minimum 3 to 5 ml we can take. First we have to take 3 ml of disinfectant solutions, that is a chlorhexidine 3 ml. Apply all over the hand. First step, palm to palm rub 5 seconds. Second step, right hand over the left 5 seconds. Third, left hand to the right, that is 5 seconds. Then interlacing 5 seconds. Then interlocking 5 seconds. Opposite, both vice versa we have to do all the step. Then finger rotation, vice versa we have to do both hand. Then finger clip from the palm. So clockwise and anti-clockwise we have to do it in both palm. Then wrist cleaning. This is the 7th step we should follow for the hand hygiene. This till the time the 30 seconds the hand will be dry, then only it will be effective for disinfection of the patients. Now she will do first before touching the patients. Now she done for the hand hygiene, so she is going to touch the patients. After touching the patient she has to do the same steps of hand hygiene. All the steps she has to do, 7 steps of hand hygiene till the solution get dry. Those 2 steps we completed before touching the patient and after touching the patients. Another one, third she is going for doing for before touching the environment she has to touch. So patient surrounding area we can say patient environment, that is a wall and floor and for the equipments and for the patient bed. So these area when we are touching we have to do for the hand hygiene, same in 7 steps. Seven steps she has to complete and each hand hygiene, then only the infection will be reduced. Now fourth she is going to be do the procedure, suction procedure. So before doing procedure she has to do the hand hygiene, then after completing the procedure she will do the hand hygiene. Same 7 steps she has to follow, the same quantity of solution she has to take, she will follow strictly to rubbing the hands. Next 5th steps she is going to be handle the body fluids from the patients. That is body fluids means it is anything derived from the patient body, that is a saliva, urine or stool or any sweating or any blood, like this she will derive from the patient body. When we are cleaning for that we have to do for the hand hygiene. It should be discarded in the biomedical waste. After doing the procedure again she has to follow the 7 steps for hand hygiene. That strictly 3 ml she has to take and rub the hand vigorously and perform for 30 seconds. These are the 5 steps for handling infection control in critical care unit. These are 5 area when we are following properly, definitely it will be reduced for the infection rate and it will prevent iatrogenic infection to the patient side also. Thank you.